everyone. This is Saurabh Bakaria once again. And okay, so we are going to start with our session. Uh, Presentations can be circulated. Okay, uh, fine. I can see the WhatsApps as well. I'll definitely share the presentation. Not a problem. So let me first go. I'm sharing it on my screen, so y'all can see. Okay. And once we go further, we can share. So today we're going to talk about applications of AI, and this is going to be a very interesting topic. And uh, I have a lot to share. A lot of things come in our way, and we are going to discuss all of them. So just a small little sound check with all. Am I audible to everyone? Can I have your messages on WhatsApp saying that I'm audible? All right. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. But we okay. Yes, but we can't see. I know we were trying to connect to webcam. Somehow I'm not able to. Somehow the cam is not working. So I don't know. Even I wanted to come on the screen, but that's the problem. We tried a couple of times. The webcam is not working. Something is wrong with some network. So maybe next time you can see me, or I'll make sure that and my voice as well, like I'll try to, keep up with the session. All right, so I'm audible to all. So applications of AI, today we are going to discuss. Uh, what do you think you are going to learn today? I just want to ask you all. So this is a primary question I always ask my students in the classroom. When you come to class, you come with a mindset. Similarly, all the attendees here, like 110 attendees are there. So you come with a mindset, like you're planning to learn something. So I would want to know from your end what mindset you have. What are you thinking that you'll be learning today? All right. So commercial use cases, practical use cases of AI in business. Okay, we'll discuss AI for business solutions. Okay, where it'll be applied. Perfect, fine. So we're going to discuss a lot of applications of AI. Before I run the presentation and before I show you what I've gathered uh, from your end, I want to know what do you think where AI is useful or where AI is applicable. So I would want to know from your end. So any applications of AI or anything, whatever comes to your mind in every meet, digital marketing, every field of life, health. Okay, more. I would like to have some more financial risk. Okay, okay, chatbots. Okay, health consultancy, daily course, aviation, accounting, assessment of viability. Okay, fraud detection. That means automation of repetitive tasks, RPAs. Okay, mhm. Any project. Anywhere. Okay, all electric appliances. Okay, all electric appliances. Okay, uh, fine. Forecasting, weather forecasting. Okay. Prediction in any project, survey, any sort of consultancy and customer care. Secretarial minutes. Secretarial minutes. There's a Firefly application for that. Uh, Retail credit risk assessment model, various analytics dashboards, uh, building environmental models. So, see, people have their wide imagination. Lovely. Pattern-based forecasting, banking. So, well, AI is there everywhere, every place. Nice. Okay. Algorithms. All right. So, that's good. Most of us knows where AI is, or rather, most of us can predict where AI is. So definitely, we'll be discussing the applications in general, what to say, but We'll also discuss some technical applications of AI today. I mean, uh, हाँ हम बहुत इजीली बोल देते हैं कि यहाँ एआई है उधर एआई है। मैं तो बोल दूंगा कि एआई पानी पूरी बनाने में भी है। अ, मान लो कि ऐसी मशीन हो जो पानी पूरी बनाती जाए और हम खाते जाए, और इनफैक्ट है। आई मीन लाइक in Bangalore they've made a food machine, like it cooks food. Okay, a robotic arm which can cook for you. So of course it's there. But we are going to discuss a little more on a technical part as well. The how things work. यहाँ पर है तो कैसे है? Okay. So first, I'll just jump to the slide presentation. Uh, First thing, I have few examples at my end. You've given me your examples. Uh, okay. There's something somewhat today. The costing around 40K. The cycles can be per. Okay, I think that's a wrong message. Take us down. Uh, so autonomous planning and scheduling, like in autonomous rovers. Now that's the I would say the top level AI implementation, which I've just shared on the screen. I'm sure people are aware about this. It's not something which is unaware. So autonomous rovers, these are the ones which maybe go to another planet and work. Wow, that's a biggest implementation of AI. Uh, Autonomous planning and scheduling consists of telescopes, and their AI is there. Okay, analysis of data. Again, space could be there. One of the I'm just showing you the higher level implementation, like the toughest one, but there are more than that. All right, so if you can be a little louder, sure. I'll try to be even more louder. Let me have my headphones. Is it better? Uh, am I loud and clear to all? Perfect. Yes. If it is no, then maybe sir, you need to check your sound system, I think. Uh, all right. Thank you. So analysis of data. Analysis of data cannot only be there just in the space, but it can be at many other places. So can I know data analysis at in the chartered accountant sector? All right. So the webcam is available now. Somehow, miracle. So can you see me? आपकी ये इच्छा भी भगवान ने पूरी कर दी. Okay. All right. So I'm just checking my cell phone. All right. Perfect. दर्शन हो गए. Oh my God. Uh, okay. Something in pixels. Maybe uh, bad transmission. So again, there is a lot of AI is required here to fix the bad transmission. In fact, right now we are communicating. Our communication is also getting worked upon with AI. You know how I'll tell you, जो नेटवर्क से जो जो डेटा ये ट्रांसफॉर्म होके आप तक पहुंच रहा है ना, जो राउटर्स इस पे काम कर रहे हैं, जो स्विचेस काम कर रहे हैं, they are AI programmed. Like I can say, they are artificially intelligent. They're programmed in a way that the data is being sent and received uh, in a very systematic manner. So that's the one of the very you can say connected implementation of AI, that we are communicating and AI is playing a vital role. Okay. I can say somebody saying can't hear you. Sorry, my voice is clear, I guess, but maybe you can check at your end once. All right. So from your end, I would like to know in your business and accounting, especially in chart as the chart accountants are working. I want to understand where do you want AI to work? What do you want things to be automated? Okay, so if I can have few more you know answers on that. आपको कहाँ चाहिए कि आपका ऐसा कैसा काम है जो सही हो जाए? Auditing online, accounting, fraud investigation, accounting, okay, trend. My God, oh my God, इतनी सारी रिक्वेस्ट एआई की जरूरत है. लोग बहुत थक चुके हैं मैनुअल वर्क से. ट्रेंड एनालिसिस, फ्यूचर ट्रेंड, forecasting, accounting, data preparation, forecasting revenue, routine entries, reconciliation. I don't know what is reconciliation. Which so certain things are Greek for me. Drafting and auditing audit report. Okay, where it's difficult to decide. Okay, you need a decision support system. Okay, trade processing. Okay, catching the mistake and the fraud. किसकी खुद की mistake या किसी और की? A fraud investigation, extraction of data from servers. Data extracting from the server, you don't really need AI. It can be done. Recurring work, yes. All the data of GST portal, income tax. सर अगर ऐसा हो गया तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, इसको मैनुअल रहने दीजिए. इतने सारे सीए यहाँ पे सबकी मतलब रोजी रोटी का सवाल हो जाएगा अगर जीएसटी पोर्टल सब ऑनलाइन हो गया तो. मतलब आई ऑल्सो हैव माई सीए इज अ फ्रेंड एंड मुझे उसको फिर बोलना पड़ेगा कि भाई मेरा काम ऑटोमेटिक हो रहा है. आउटस्टैंडिंग पेमेंट यूज. ओके. Recurring work, streamlining data entry and analysis. uh, it's a bank holding, trial balance, hospitals, a lot many things. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, government has a 360-degree portal. Okay, and it is, but I don't know much on that. But yeah, okay. So there are a lot of demand. हम एआई से बहुत कुछ एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं. हमारी एक्सपेक्टेशन शायद बहुत ही ज्यादा है. हम सोचते हैं कि ये भी हो जाना चाहिए, वो भी हो जाना चाहिए. टेक्नोलॉजी से हम बहुत एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं, स्पेशली एआई छोड़ो. वी एक्सपेक्ट अ लॉट फ्रॉम टेक्नोलॉजी. हमें चाहिए कि हमारी टेक्नोलॉजी एकदम जादू मंतर है, मतलब सब कुछ कर दे. शायद लोगों को ये भी चाहिए कि मैं अभी के अभी आपके सामने आ जाऊं. वर्चुअल रियलिटी जादू की मांग कर रहे हैं. So that's okay. That's humans. Like शायद इसी जादू की मांग कुछ सालों पहले जो साइंटिस्ट थे उन्होंने भी ऐसे ही सोचा, उन्होंने भी ऐसी मांग की करके आज हमारे पास सिस्टम है. सो पॉसिबल लाइक एंड इट्स ओके. मुझे उसमें कुछ गलत नहीं लगता. टेक्नोलॉजी है, यूज करनी चाहिए, आनी चाहिए. ओके, लेट मी गो फर्दर. ऑलराइट. ये देखो, there is another application which I'm just sharing. Image guided surgery. Like doctors का काम थोड़ा सा आसान किया जाए. It's good. Image guided surgery. So digital spending, somebody's written monitoring at micro level. I believe it would be RPA and not cognitive and accounting field. Okay. Mhm. So like the X-ray eyes, yeah, what you can see is कुछ ऐसा ही है. X-ray eyes समझ लीजिए. Image processing is where it is used. So I'll be also discussing कि इसके पीछे क्या है, मतलब कौन से टॉपिक्स हैं जो यूज होते हैं. ओके. मेडिसिन में तो ये एक आपको दिख रहा है. रोबोटिक आर्म्स आर देयर टू परफॉर्म entire operation and entire the surgeries. तो वो भी एक पॉसिबिलिटी है. Hmm. Another image analysis and enhancement, what I've shared. Okay. AI is also used in detecting diabetes in eye. Yeah, like uh, I remember my students making a lot of projects. Like in final masters, we make a lot of projects. So a lot of my students have been making projects on the same. So I remember somebody making on cancer cell detection. Like you give a image of you know a small little skin, or maybe you can give an image of a blood clot, and they'll tell you whether the cancer is there, whether it's a cancerous or not, or whether the cancer is malignant or not. So you come to know. Okay, so another is image processing, which they have shown, like detecting a particular part in an image. It could be feature detection. It could be the same thing is which is implemented right now with our traffic police. What they are doing, they are catching you catching hold from the vehicle and detecting the image of the vehicle and what they are doing is they're finding out the number plates, and you guys get if you have defaulted something, you get a receipt. You've got to pay the fine for the same. In case you jump the traffic signal, they issue you that. Okay, so that is one of the finest example which is there live in our day-to-day lives. Okay, somebody's written government internal code for officers need to know inter-department information between GST. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. GUI is working on AI software which can detect about 200K faces at a time, especially for the riot situations. Yeah, in fact, yes, that's there. In China, in fact, I would say they have this tool, and each and every person is being verified, and they know who is where. Okay, well, another set of AI applications. Somebody's requesting me to okay to stop my video. Okay, I'll do that. Maybe you cannot see. All right, it's paused. All right. So, uh, what I have in front of you, autonomous vehicle control. Elon Musk, actually Tesla. I know Elon Musk is there, but everyone is fond of him. But yeah, there's Tesla behind that, and everyone knows what's Tesla. I don't need to tell you, but yeah, uh, he's capitalizing AI in big way. No, he's not capitalizing really. Uh, he's just developing. He's not making only money out of it. No, I wouldn't say that. Mm. Rather boring company. I know that's his company. He's not just only making money. He's doing a lot. Good. Okay. Pedestrian detection. Okay, that's where the AI can be used again. So what we see here, games. A lot of games we play today, they've got bots. I've just given you some. Chess is one of the example. AI-based chess was been developed earlier, and now this is it's a very the code is very easily available, and people have been doing it. Robotic toys, we know that, and another good applications, just not just the toys, but that's into the bioinformatics and that is in text classification, video image classification, music composition, picture drawing, natural language processing, perception. These are big terms. So we'll be discussing these terms as well. Now, like in bioinformatics, if you say when they are developing medicine, today what we see, the medicines are getting developed for COVID-19 as well. So they are using a lot of AI there. Prediction of a protein structure or whatever. If you see, there is a guy on LinkedIn, Hashim Al Ghaili. See his videos. Hashim posts a lot of videos which are AI based. So especially in medicine. So how these things are coming? These are CAD videos, okay, computer aided design videos. So how they are coming? They are coming through AI. It's been the things have been calculated through that. Text classification, document storing, that is pretty much we have been doing in our daily lives. Okay, so that's one thing. Video and image classification, we can understand the videos, we can understand the images differently, and natural language processing. like when you say, okay, Google, and then you get some reply. Okay, there is a lot of NLP happening behind. So we'll be discussing on the same. Moving further. All right, these are the certain set of foundations which I'm going to talk about. Uh, how AI evolved and where all they wanted to implement AI. So these are certain set of cores which we should be discussing. Okay, first is in the field of computer engineering. Come on, please. Okay, how to build an efficient computer. Now that was the first thing, as I told you, first application of AI. I would say when Alan Turing wanted to build a system. He never wanted to build computer. He wanted to mimic the brain and build the system. So it all started from there in the field of computer engineering. Now, yes, we are been using AI to build a better computing system for better power, and maybe the same system is going to create a better AI. So it's like saying that AI is building itself. AI खुद ही अपने आप को बना रहा है. It's like that. Providing different artifacts that makes AI possible, and the power of computer that makes computation of large problems to happen quickly. So there also AI is being used. See, जो आपको दिख रही है ना छोटे मोटे एप्लीकेशन, इसके अलावा भी AI बहुत सी जगह में यूज हो रहा है. एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल दूंगा. If you think that today when you are giving inputs to a machine and a machine is calculating that and getting you an outcome, there is a big role of AI behind. Finest example right now, we are using this tool for communication. GoToWebinar, for example. GoToWebinar would be on a server or would be rendering the audio and video to and fro to us. But what happens sometimes, there are participants who are coming in, going out, the load might be increasing, decreasing. Okay, so all this process which is happening behind, nobody is going to manually manage that. So there has to be a part of artificially intelligent code written which is managing. Like a few minutes back, the attendees were 100, and it reached to 110, and now it's 124. So for you, it seems like हाँ हम तो join कर लिए, simple सा system है. But something is intelligently coded to take the load, like on the WhatsApp as well, like we are talking right now. The load suddenly increases have their own set of AI which is working behind. See, this part of AI is not something which is visible to us. हमें दिख नहीं रहा, लेकिन काम हो रहा है. एप्लीकेशन तो है, ठीक है. So, okay, uh, not able to hear me. Okay, sorry, I know how that happened. Is it fine now? I'll keep my WhatsApp on and I'll keep checking it. So अगर कुछ आपको लगे कि voice कम ज़्यादा हो रही है, see that's again network uh, sometimes happens. Yes, the screen is shared already. It could be you call it a technical glitch, or see this is a finest another example. Uh, आवाज मेरी कम हो गई फिर से आ गई, तो कहीं तो किसी ने एक इंटेलिजेंट पीस ऑफ कोड लिखा है जिसकी वजह से जो मेरी आवाज आप तक पहुंची और पहुंचते पहुंचते शायद कटी, तो दोबारा से उसको रीट्रांसमिट किया जाए और शायद से कुछ लोगों को पहुंच पाई, कुछ लोगों को नहीं पहुंच पाई. तो ये सबको जो टैकल किया है ना, तो किसी के पीस ऑफ कोड ने टैकल किया है. तो गो टू वेबिनार के उस पीस ऑफ कोड को जिसने लिखा है, उस कोड ने ये टैकल किया है. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो एन इंटेलिजेंट कोड. आर यू गेटिंग इट? अगर ये इंटेलिजेंट कोड नहीं होता तो शायद से ये बहुत मोनोटोनस हो जाता है। नेटवर्क नहीं है, आवाज नहीं है, कहानी खत्म है। किसी को नहीं सुन रहा, मतलब एक जन को नहीं सुन रहा तो किसी को नहीं सुन रहा। लेकिन ऐसा नहीं हो रहा। Things are been planned in a better way. Some a piece of code is written that way that it can balance. If you've been using Skype, okay, and it retransmits the data, and if there are 5 participants, किसी एक को कनेक्शन पोर्ट की वजह से अगर नहीं मिला कुछ वॉइस सुनने, तो शायद उसको सारा का सारा डेटा रीट्रांसमिट कर दिया जाएगा उस एक पर्टिकुलर यूजर को, बाकी सबको नहीं किया जाएगा. So why, how is this happening? So the code, that piece of code is intelligently understanding that there was poor network connection at a particular user end, and now we need to retransmit. So that happens in Skype, and that happens in many others. So that is a part of AI. तो एआई सिर्फ बाहर तो दिख रहा है गेम्स में और ये सब में नहीं, अंदर भी है, इतने डेप्थ में लिखा गया है. I'll be talking about such examples to make you understand. Okay. Linguistics. Now talking about linguistics. Where do you think AI कहाँ पर linguistics में कहाँ होना चाहिए? Natural language processing में. कोई ऐसी एप्लीकेशन बताइए जो आपकी डे टू डे लाइफ में आप यूज कर रहे हैं और यू नो मे बी वहां पर आपका एआई यूज हो रहा है लैंग्वेज में. गूगल ट्रांसलेट, ओके, गुड गुड एग्जांपल. और कोई एग्जांपल बताएंगे? मेडिकल ट्रांसक्रिप्शन, एलेक्सा, ओके. एलेक्सा के अलावा और कोई एग्जांपल बताएंगे? नेचुरल लैंग्वेज प्रोसेसिंग, डिक्टेटर ऐप, ओके, यस. लैंग्वेज ट्रांसलेशन, ओके, गूगल, ओके, राइट. सो मैंने ओके गूगल बोला तो मेरे सेल फोन का गूगल स्टार्ट हो गया. इट्स लाइक ओके. सो एनीथिंग मोर, एनीथिंग मोर? सीरी, ओके, ओके. सीरी इज अनदर एग्जांपल. और बताइए और कोई नेचुरल लैंग्वेज प्रोसेसिंग. नेचुरल लैंग्वेज का मतलब समझते हैं, जो भाषा में हम बात कर रहे हैं, हमारी ये नेचुरल लैंग्वेज, इसको प्रोसेस कर रहे हैं. ओके. सिर्फ ट्रांसलेट करना ही नहीं है एक काम. ट्रांसलेशन के अलावा भी बहुत सारे काम है. आई वांट यू टू थिंक एंड just tell me something. Voice to text on a chat program. Okay. Vice versa can also happen. Voice to text हो सकता है, text to voice हो सकता है. Okay. Text to voice में lots of applications आते हैं. वो आपको अलग अलग टाइप की वॉइस के अंदर सेम टेक्स्ट को सुना के दिखाते हैं. That's one of the very beautiful implementation of AI. Okay, especially in linguistics, if you talk about. Okay. Music recorders are there. Okay, and well, there are not just recorders, even they can translate. Like I have learned from one of my cousin who's a music director. So he says that they've got a software that if they are listening to a vocal in some different language, it'll translate. It'll translate it to the language which you want. MG Hector vehicle, virtual assistants. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So there, you know a lot of natural language processing which is happening. Very nice. It could be formal language, syntactical language, and knowledge. All right. I'm going to talk about a few more main topics. Okay. So हमने ये तो देख लिया कि AI का इम्प्लीमेंटेशन एप्लीकेशन लेवल पे क्या है. अब इंटरनल लेवल पे AI कैसे और कहाँ कहाँ काम कर रहा है. Okay. So we'll be learning those heads. So we call that these are AI heads जहाँ पर AI implemented है. Starting from the search, representing knowledge and reasoning it, planning, learning, NLP, expert systems, and interacting with environment such as speech recognition, vision, and robotics. Okay, a speech recognition is a subject by itself which recognizes the speech and it works along. So there's a lot of detail. We will not be going through that detail, but yeah. or somebody has written something, saving number from capturing photo from visiting card. Okay, okay, that's text reading, fine. All parliament and assembly they use translation devices. Yes, okay, true, correct, correct. Very nice. Happy that you're sharing a lot of examples. क्योंकि शायद मैं सारे examples एक साथ share ना कर पाऊँ, लेकिन आपसे inputs लेके बहुत सारे लोगों को काफी सारे knowledge share हो सके. Very nice. Parliament में definitely what you're saying is correct. All right. Now understanding the search, AI works or AI algorithms which are there, they work with a lot of search. I'm sure शायद से आसिफ सर ने आपको थोड़ा सा बताया होगा algorithms के बारे में. Uh, and I don't know. Can I know from you? Have you learned about the search algorithms? तो उन्होंने शायद कुछ algorithms की बात की होगी आपके साथ. Uh, तो statistical algorithms की बात की होगी. Okay. Okay. Topic get not done. कल ही तो हुआ था. तो मतलब okay. Anyway, no problem. I'll tell you. Now, search is one of the biggest implementation of AI. सर्च कौन सी है, कहाँ पर होने वाली है सर्च? क्या ये गूगल सर्च की बात कर रहे हैं कि ये किसी डेटा सर्च की बात कर रहे हैं? ये कौन सी सर्च की बात कर रहे हैं? We need to understand that. Uh, somebody has a question, not from me. Where do you get its link to enter the webinar? It's by registration. Okay, somebody saying search. Okay, that's quite funny, but um, आपके हिसाब से शायद गूगल सर्च एक है या एक डेटाबेस की सर्च है where you feel things are happening. Okay, let's understand Google search for that matter. When you type something on a Google search bar, what happens? What do you think? क्या हो क्या रहा है? जब आप गूगल पे जाके कुछ टाइप कर देते हैं और and then you expect some output, तो क्या हो रहा है उसके बाद? When you hit a search, what do you think is happening behind? Can I know from you all? Whatever your understanding is. Search engine searches in the web pages. Okay, they are searching, but there are millions of web pages, millions. They are searching. Perfect. It's going to matches with the data and all. Okay, okay. Query identifies specific information. Data centers give us result. Blah blah blah. Lot of things. Keywords are searched. But how? अगर आपको बोल दिया जाए that you've got to search maybe maybe your clothes. आपको अगर आपके कपड़े ढूंढने हैं आपकी कबर्ट में, और आपकी फेवरेट शर्ट को आपको ढूंढना है जो आपकी कबर्ट में रखी है, सो आप उसको सर्च कैसे करना शुरू करोगे? मे बी अगर मैं ऐसा प्लान करूँ तो आई गो टू अ कंपार्टमेंट वेयर आई कीप ऑल माई शर्ट्स, and in that compartment I'll start looking for the color, क्योंकि जनरली मैं कलर के हिसाब से कपड़े रखता हूँ. तो आई लुक फॉर लाइक मेरे ब्लूज एक साइड पर है, मेरे रेड्स एक साइड पर है, मेरे येलोज एक साइड पर है. तो आई से लाइक माय फेवरेट ब्लू शर्ट. So what I'm doing in my mind before I reach that cupboard, I have created my algorithm. जो मैंने फटाफट कर लिया है, मुझे पता नहीं चला, लेकिन एक मशीन को वो एल्गोरिदम क्रिएट करना पड़ता है. सर्च एल्गोरिदम. मिलियंस ऑफ रिकॉर्ड्स है गूगल के पास, मिलियंस. और इस मिलियंस ऑफ रिकॉर्ड्स में अगर उनको ढूंढना होगा तो उसको अपना एक फास्टर सर्च एल्गोरिदम बनाना है. और नॉट जस्ट दैट, there'll be a lot of options which are 100% matching. आपने जो कीवर्ड डाला उसके साथ मैच करने वाले हजारों रिकॉर्ड्स हैं, लेकिन आपको कौन सा रिकॉर्ड दिखाया जाए उसमें एआई का पार्ट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. यू सी एग्जैक्टली व्हाट गूगल वांट्स टू शो यू एंड व्हाट विल फिट योर नीड. ठीक है, आप बिंग के सर्च इंजन पे जाके सेम चीज सर्च करिए, गूगल के सर्च इंजन पे जाके सेम चीज सर्च करिए, आपको आउटकम्स डिफरेंट मिलेंगे. Yes, indexing, what you're saying, that is how Google makes it easier. But आपको जो रिजल्ट दिखाए जा रहे हैं तो वो एक पैटर्न मैचिंग के बेसिस पे दिखाए जा रहे हैं। You are seeing different. If for example I will search for something, a keyword, and the same keyword is searched by somebody else, वो दोनों के आउटकम डिफरेंट आने वाले. Okay, are you getting it? So maybe okay, somebody's written contextual pattern identification. I guess it's a big term for others to understand, but yes, you are trying to say correct. No problem, Mr. Naveen. Right. So pattern identification is definitely happening again on the basis of your interest. आपके इंटरेस्ट के बेसिस पे आपको आउटकम आ रहा है. आपकी पैटर्न जो यूजर की पैटर्न है वन साइडेड, दैट पैटर्न is been indexed. Another pattern is indexed at the other end. Okay, somebody is messaging something. Ah, okay. So what's happening here in this end is there are three parties. One is Google, one is the world, one is the person who's searching, the user. So user की एक profiling की हुई है Google ने, and that profile is saved. The interest based, the age, the gender, everything is saved at the Google's end. When you're searching, it'll check that. The entire World Wide Web is at the other end, which has been indexed by Google. Out of that, it is going to match. तो कुछ पैटर्न मैचिंग होगा और फिर आपको आउटपुट दिया जाएगा. तो ये जो पैटर्न मैचिंग हो रहा है ना, इस पैटर्न मैचिंग के डिफरेंट सेट ऑफ एल्गोरिदम्स एआई पावर्ड है, जो आपको आपका मनपसंद रिजल्ट ला के देते हैं. आपको लगता है कि वाओ, दिस इज व्हाट आई वाज लुकिंग फॉर, लेकिन सेम इंसान वही कीवर्ड सर्च करता है और दूसरे टाइम पर वही कीवर्ड को दूसरा इंसान सर्च करता है, उसको डिफरेंट आउटपुट मिलता है. एंड एवरीवन इज हैप्पी, बोथ आर हैप्पी इन दैट केस. ओके. Now, here the search is again classified further as blind and uninformed search, or I would say informed and uninformed search. Okay, सर्च को अलग अलग तरीके से क्लासिफाई किया जाता है. या तो एक वो इन्फॉर्म्ड सर्च होती है कि मुझे एक डेफिनेट पूल ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन में से सर्च करना है और डेफिनेट एल्गोरिदम से काम करना है. अनइन्फॉर्म्ड सर्च होती है जहाँ पर पूल डेफिनेट नहीं है और मेरे एल्गोरिदम्स भी उनकी डेफिनेट नहीं है. So I wouldn't take you in detail with the algorithms, but just want to tell you that that's how it goes. There are three based search. There's a depth first search, there is a best first search, there is A star algorithm. ऐसे बहुत सारे अलग अलग सर्च एल्गोरिदम्स हैं. ह्यूरिस्टिक सर्च है जिससे अलग अलग पैटर्न रिकग्नाइज किए जाते हैं, फास्टर सर्च किया जाता है, आउटपुट आता है. दैट इज वन सर्च, गूगल सर्च. अब यही सर्च से दूसरा काम क्या हो रहा है पता है? हमारे जो राउटर्स जो इंटरनेट सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, एफिशिएंटली डेटा पैकेट को एक लोकेशन से दूसरी लोकेशन तक पहुंचाना, फास्टेस्ट वे में पहुंचाने का काम, वहां पर भी सर्च एल्गोरिदम यूज हो रहा है. ओके. So, like for example, today I am connected from my laptop, and whatever I am saying is reaching you. If this is reaching you, so this is reaching you via certain set of network applications, जिसके अंदर routers हैं, switches हैं, bridges हैं, और ये जो सारा का सारा नेटवर्क एस्टेब्लिश्ड है वर्ल्ड वाइड. इस नेटवर्क में फास्टेस्ट एंड शॉर्टेस्ट रूट फाइंड करके उसके थ्रू मेरा मेरी वॉइस का जो डेटा है आप तक पहुंचाना, वहां पर भी एआई का सर्च काम कर रहा है. तो सर्च इज नॉट ओनली टू सर्च इन अ डेटाबेस, बट सर्च इज ऑल्सो टू फाइंड द शॉर्टेस्ट पाथ. ओके, आई विल गिव यू अनदर एग्जांपल. सर्च का दूसरा इम्प्लीमेंटेशन की तरह चेस खेली आप सबने. तो एआई पावर्ड चेस के अंदर जो मूव्स होते हैं, दैट इज ऑल्सो बेस्ड ऑन अ सर्च एल्गोरिदम. So when you take a move in gaming, you've taken a move and you're playing this, chess in against of computer system. A computer system will take its own move. अब वो system अपना move कैसे लेगा when it is a computer system? It's again based on a search. वहां पर वो फाइंड आउट करेगा आपका डिफाइंड पॉसिबिलिटीज को, उस पॉसिबिलिटीज के ऊपर आप क्या नेक्स्ट अपना मूव कर सकते हो. इट विल कैलकुलेट मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल मूव्स which a computer can take, and it will calculate the maximum possible counter moves which you will take, and on the basis of that, whichever is the best one, it will use it. इसको हम 8 point प्रॉब्लम के अंदर समझाते हैं, एंड इस सर्च एल्गोरिदम का नाम है हिल क्लाइंबिंग सर्च एल्गोरिदम. सो आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू एग्जांपल. हिल क्लाइंबिंग सर्च एल्गोरिदम एक एल्गोरिदम है जो यूज होता है इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने में. ओके. सो anything further you want to know, or you want to put your example for search? Real-time applications, okay, such as uh, somebody is typing. Okay, I'll wait. If somebody's written ahead, it's also commercialized by Google. The priority of the outcome is done on the basis of charges paid to the Google. Yes, correct. Okay. Car driving without a driver, maybe. Okay, okay, yes. Uh, when in a automotive or automobile industry, when you see computer vision. Okay, so this is an example of computer vision, wherein a car which is moving is detecting an obstacle and moving away from that obstacle. Okay, there again, uninformed search algorithms comes into the picture, along with the heuristic search algorithms. Aircraft without human in a space, you mean to say drones. Okay, drones are the ones which are without human, and okay. What happens when you delete the temp files or cookies? The search engine would still be effective? Yes, definitely yes. Route planning by Google Maps. Okay, yes, route planning by Google Maps. It looks for the shortest path. Okay, so we there are a lot of algorithms to find out the shortest path. One of the problem which we discuss in our classroom is traveling salesman problem. To understand this better, to understand the shortest path. So, by which you come to know the shortest distance to travel from A to B. So, traveling salesman problem has been one of the problems. There are many others which has been considered. So, okay, Google Glasses. Yes, Google Glasses. They also use a set of search algorithms, but since it's not that available to us, so we've not really worked on that. Okay. Okay, moving further, knowledge representation and reasoning. So एक पार्ट है गूगल का, सॉरी, एआई का सर्च का, कि जहाँ पर अल्गोरिदम्स हैं, बेस्ट अल्गोरिदम से बेस्ट आउटकम को सर्च किया जा रहा है, ड्राइविंग फोर्स है. दूसरा है एआई का पार्ट विच इज नॉलेज representation and reasoning. Now, we've discussed about internal representation last time while I was explaining the first ordered logic. कि human जब कंप्यूटर सिस्टम को कमांड देता है तो कंप्यूटर सिस्टम उसको कैसे समझता है. नाउ नॉलेज रिप्रेजेंटेशन इज द अदर वे अराउंड, व्हेन द कंप्यूटर सिस्टम is trying to represent the knowledge, or computer system is trying to show you the outcome, okay, in various forms. And reasoning, uh, you're finding out a correct outcome, and you're finding out a best possible solution with certain set of reasons. So there is again the AI has been there. इसकी बेस्ट एप्लीकेशंस अगर हम देखें, नॉलेज रिप्रेजेंटेशन एंड रीजनिंग, आप सब ने अमेजोन पे शॉपिंग तो की होगी, फ्लिपकार्ट पे, अमेजोन पे आपको बेस्ट चॉइस प्रोडक्ट्स दिखाए जाते हैं. कई बार यू गेट सम फीचर्ड प्रोडक्ट्स which you may like to buy. Okay, that is an upselling done by the companies. So there, what you get based on your interest or based on what you're searching, this comes to the picture. Okay, so this is a very important concept here. So let me go a little more deeper. If you're going to act rationally in our environment, then we must have some way to describe that the environment, the drawing interface from that representation. So how do we describe what we know about the world? So this is one thing which AI also needs to do, or a machine needs to do, or any damn machine which is showing you an outcome. How do we describe it concisely? How we describe what is that we can get hold of right piece of knowledge when we need it, and how do we generate new pieces of knowledge? So now, for example, giving you one of the example wherein you are using analytics, you are using the analytic charts where it is showing you an outcome. It is telling you that probably you should be taking this particular decision, okay, based upon whatever your activities are there. So this is best possible in the Flipkart and Amazon where there are recommendations of buying products. Okay, that is in your daily lives. So how is that happening? That's happening because of this. Okay, let me see. Google autocomplete. Okay, somebody has written. Google autocomplete is okay. You can call it bit of AI, not really. Users you bought this also will buy this like yes, yes, right. Users who bought this will also buy this like. Basically, they are trying to upsell the product. Don't go on the language, but उसके पीछे का जो उनका motive है, that is very clear and that is very different. Clear तो नहीं, लेकिन that's very different. Okay. So any further example do you want to share on the same? Behavior analysis and prediction. Okay, right. Good term. YouTube video recommendations. Even YouTube has an AI feature. Yes. Job recruitment, search engines, chatbots by the banks. Okay, we'll be discussing about chatbots as well. Don't worry. I have something to show you. I've got a couple of things to show you on that as well. Ads recommendation. Yeah. Okay. So another further moving ahead और AI करता क्या है ये सब कैसे हो रहा है so there is another prominent point which we need to understand is planning so AI के अंदर planning भी बहुत important part है जहाँ पर कुछ भी एक्शन लेने से पहले या कोई भी मूव करने से पहले things have been planned especially to find a goal the machines they are programmed in a way that they first plan and then they will act शायद से हम इतना प्लान नहीं करते ओके सो possibly like we do plan like for an instance कि if tomorrow I have a lecture at 6 I'll plan my day कि मुझे 6 बजे से पहले मुझे अपना सारा का सारा काम खत्म करना एक सिंपल है if I have to drink water I'll plan whether मैं ग्लास में पीऊँ कि बॉटल से पीऊँ कि फिर किसी बोल में पी लूँ whatever या जो भी convenient option मेरे पास है उससे so we plan while walking also we plan but ये subconscious plans है तो हमें पता नहीं चलता we just do it but for machines it is a plan they do it they set a goal they set a clear goal that this is what exactly they need to do and they work on that goal the goal is to find out a shortest route from A to B so it will plan how to find out which algorithm to use. Okay, so planning is a major important part of AI, how when it is working. But that happens in a machine so fast that we don't even realize. Okay, so that's something very important. Now, given a set of goals, construct a sequence of actions that achieves these goals. Okay, so that's something what happens in machines that they have certain set of actions which are happening and these actions have been planned to achieve that particular goal often very into large search space definitely because planning will often happen in a huge search space जहाँ पर बहुत सारा काम करना है so there is one of the game which we generally discuss tic tac toe okay tic tac toe do you remember x and zero वाली game पता है x and zero हम सब ने खेली होगी, स्कूल टाइम में भी हमने खेली होगी, x0 सो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ प्लानिंग व्हाट वी डू। अब मैं यहाँ पर x डालूं, सामने वाला यहाँ 0 डाले, एंड फिर वो जिसका वो तीन लाइन में बैठ जाते हैं तो यू विन द गेम, you call it as a tic-tac-toe game. So there, in that X and zero game, this planning is again there. Okay. Further, और AI पावर होने के लिए और AI चलने के लिए एक और important चीज उसको लगती है, that is learning. Okay. Now, what is learning that we need to understand here? I want to understand from your end, learning है क्या? फिर मैं आपको बताऊंगा machines के लिए learning क्या है. You all can tell me what is learning according to your knowledge. किसी ने लिखा डेटा, आई डेंट गेट टू सर। Understanding something new, data you put garbage in, garbage out. Okay, gathering of information, acquiring knowledge or a skill, analyzing analysis behavior of a user. Okay, understanding set of rules. Okay, predicting the trends, that is learning. Okay, getting knowledge about something is learning. Okay, getting knowledge about something. I'll go with this answer. I think this is a good one. Gather cause and outcome data, understanding data and information. Okay, knowledge stores in books, media, or any mode for us. Human learning is for us. Okay, to achieve something. नहीं नहीं, मेरा मेरा सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, आपके हिसाब से लर्निंग है क्या? सीखना किसे बोलते हैं? Gather based on the past or some other sources. Okay, understanding the process. Okay, that is also a part of it. ठीक है, query based learning information. Okay, चलो. Anyway, let me tell you what learning is according to my understanding. Okay, let me share. I have written a book, so उसमें मैंने कुछ बहुत अच्छा सा आर्टिकल लिखा था. I just want to share that. एक minute. I'm just give me a moment. I want to share something. I'm just opening that. Because this was an unplanned something which I need to show you. All right. Well, can you see this? I'll just make it into. Okay, I've written long back something about learning. Okay, learning is a process of acquiring, understanding knowledge. किसी ने Google से बहुत अच्छा copy paste किया है. Thank you. Okay, but I have written something of my own. शायद मैं वो आपको दिखाना चाहता हूँ. What is learning? It's there in front of your screen. अगर आप पढ़ सकें तो एक बार प्लीज पढ़ लीजिए. I hope my screen is clearly visible, that you can read. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so शायद आप सबने पढ़ लिया है. I'll go ahead. So for me, learning is nothing but storing a data. बस data store करते जाना, that is learning. क्योंकि that's my personal definition, and I strongly believe in that. बिकॉज कंप्यूटर सिस्टम कर क्या रहा है, वो जब लर्न कर रहा है मतलब वो एक नई इन्फॉर्मेशन को स्टोर कर रहा है और कुछ नहीं कर रहा, और उस इन्फॉर्मेशन के बेसिस के ऊपर जो नॉलेज डिराइव हो रही है उसके ऊपर एक्ट कर रहा है. सो बेसिकली इट इज स्टोरेज. स्टोरेज भरे जा रही है, इट इज लर्निंग. Okay, that's a very simplest way I can explain you learning as. Okay, now going further with the machine learning, let me explain you how that works. Okay. So to understand machine learning, we need to understand there are different types of machine learnings and how do they learn. So I'm going to discuss that today. Okay. So एक मशीन है जो डेटा को अक्वायर कर रही है, इंफॉर्मेशन एक्वायर कर रही है और उसके हिसाब से एक्ट करे जा रही है. लेकिन ये काम करने के एक दो important तरीके हैं. So I'll be discussing those two important types of machine learning. Okay. First uh, type I'll call it as a supervised and another will call it as a unsupervised. क्योंकि when the learning and machine learning for that matter is discussed, ये दो चीजें डिस्कस की जाती है. So I'll give you one simple example to make you understand. Okay, just imagine कि मेरे पास एक बहुत बड़ा बैग है और उस बैग के अंदर अलग अलग टाइप के बॉल्स हैं. सो आई हैव ग्रीन कलर बॉल, ब्लू एंड रेड कलर बॉल. तीन कलर के अलग अलग बॉल्स उस बैग के अंदर है. अब मैंने अपने सामने तीन बकेट्स रखी. उस एक बकेट को मैंने टैग दिया रेड, एक ब्लू और एक ग्रीन. सो अब मैं उस बैग में से बॉल निकालता हूँ. आई एम जस्ट रिमूविंग वन बॉल एंड it's blue. मैं blue bucket में डाल रहा हूँ. I remove another ball and it is red. I'm keeping it into a red bucket. I remove a ball and it is green. It goes to green. So the process goes. I remove one ball. I see the color. I put it. I remove one ball. I see the color. I put it. So what's happening in here? मेरे जो inputs है ना, वो either red है, blue है, green है. तीन में से कोई एक है. आप बोलोगे तो कितना इंटेलिजेंट है, सारे रेड बॉल को एक साथ कर दिया, सारे ब्लू बॉल को एक साथ कर दिया, सारे ग्रीन बॉल को एक साथ कर दिया. वेरी इंटेलिजेंट. अगर मैं कर रहा हूं तो आप इंटेलिजेंट नहीं बोलोगे, और यही काम मशीन करेगी तो बोलोगे हाँ बहुत इंटेलिजेंट है. और ये हमारा ह्यूमन परसेप्शन है. हाँ, बट देयर इज वर्क व्हिच इज हैपनिंग. अब यहाँ पर हो क्या रहा है, मेरे सेट ऑफ इनपुट्स तीन ही है, मेरे सेट ऑफ आउटपुट्स तीन है. मुझे करना क्या है, एक क्लासिफिकेशन करके डालना है. सो व्हेन माय सेट ऑफ इनपुट्स आर defined and when my set of outputs are defined and I work accordingly and I gather information and I learn accordingly. So what could be my learning? That there are 10 balls of red and there are 20 balls of blue and there are 30 balls of green, or could be anything, something like that. I could have calculated the same into proportion of percentage. By 10% balls are green and 20% balls are blue and 70% balls are red. Could be possible. So this scenario we call it as supervised learning scenario, जहां पर मेरा सिस्टम डिफाइंड है. ये ये हो गया बॉल वाला एग्जांपल. अब मैं आपको सिंपल एग्जांपल देता हूं कि मान लो ऐसे सुपरवाइज लर्निंग एग्जांपल पे आपकी एक ऑटोमोटिव कार को बनाया जा रहा है जो रोड पे मूव कर रही है, ऑब्स्टेकल्स फाइंड आउट कर रही है और जा रही है. तो उसके अंदर मैंने सेट ऑफ ऑब्स्टेकल्स फिक्स डाल दिए हैं. तो वो उसमें बता दिया कि अगर तेरे सामने कार है वो एक ऑब्स्टेकल है, बाइक है ऑब्स्टेकल है, पत्थर है वो ऑब्स्टेकल है, और जितने पॉसिबल ऑब्स्टेकल मुझे पता थे बता दिए, और उस कार ने उन ऑब्स्टेकल्स को डॉज करना शुरू कर दिया. क्यों? क्योंकि मैंने उसके अंदर 10 ऑब्स्टिकल्स डाल दिए कि भाई ये 10 ऑब्स्टिकल आ सकते हैं रोड पे, या तो कार आ सकती है, या तो ट्रक आ सकता है, या तो बस आ सकती है, या तो साइकिल आ सकती है, या तो बाइक आ सकती है, या तो पत्थर आ सकता है। लेकिन सडनली क्या हो जाता है, उस कार के सामने ये ऑब्स्टिकल्स में से कुछ ना आते हुए एक जानवर आ जाता है जो शायद मैंने ऑब्स्टिकल में डाला नहीं था। बाकी सारे ऑब्स्टिकल्स मैंने बताए थे कि ये कार अगर तुम्हारे सामने है तो इस तरीके से मूव करेगी, बाइक इस तरीके से मूव करेगी। तो मेरे पास मेरे सेट ऑफ इनपुट्स लिमिटेड थे, लेकिन मैंने कहीं ये नहीं डाला कि व्हाट टू डू व्हेन अ डॉग कम्स इन, सो द मशीन विल नॉट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट टू डू, सो मशीन माइट क्रैश और समथिंग माइट गो रॉन्ग। और या मैंने सारे ऑब्स्टिकल डाल दिए थे रोड साइड पे इन अ वे कि भाई सारे ऑब्स्टेकल आगे की तरफ मूव कर रहे हैं, लेकिन मैं ये डालना रह गया कि पीछे भी तो रिवर्स में मूव कर सकता है कोई ऑब्स्टेकल, ऐसा भी हो सकता है। तो वहां पर क्या करना चाहिए? आई गिव यू अनदर एग्जांपल टू एक्सप्लेन यू व्हाट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट। यहाँ तक तो सुपरवाइज लर्निंग था, जहां तक मेरी कार को पता है कि इतने ऑब्स्टेकल्स है, मुझे इतना चलना है। लेकिन अनदर सिनेरियो ऐसा हो जाता है जब देयर आर थ्री सेट ऑफ balls which are coming always from that same bucket. I'll go back to my bucket example and that bag example. तो उसमें से ग्रीन बॉल, ब्लू बॉल, रेड बॉल, आरबीजी आरबीजी आ रहे, लेकिन अब सडनली पर्पल कलर का बॉल आ गया, अब सडनली येलो कलर का बॉल निकल आया। अब क्या करूं मैं? तो शायद मैं उस येलो बॉल के लिए येलो बकेट बनाऊं और उसमें उसको क्लासिफाई करना शुरू कर दूं। शायद मैं पर्पल बॉल के लिए पर्पल बनाऊं बकेट और उसमें डाल दूं। इसी तरीके से व्हाइट बॉल आना शुरू हो गया, ब्लैक आने शुरू हो गए, मल्टीपल कलर्स आ गए। सो व्हाट आई हैव स्टार्टेड डूइंग नाउ इज बेस्ड अपॉन माय इनपुट्स व्हिच आर डायनामिक, the situation which I don't know, I have started working on that. When I get something dynamically, I have to act accordingly. This is unsupervised learning example. When your inputs are not known, your output values are not known. इसी तरीके से ये वैसा एग्जाम्पल हो गया कि कार के सामने फिर चाहे कुत्ता आ जाए, या गाय आ जाए, या भैंस आ जाए, या शेर आ जाए, कुछ भी आ जाए, या ह्यूमन बींग आ जाए, या पहाड़ गिर जाए, according to the situation it will adapt and it will work. That is unsupervised example. Unsupervised example uh, जो था, so this example was done uh, long back by Professor Hood Lipson, okay, where he made a six-legged robot to go into the space which used to act accordingly. Okay, so I'll give you the example for the same. I wanted to show you a small little video to explain you an unsupervised learning example. I'll be sharing that as well. I hope this much part of learning is clear. Supervised and unsupervised, दो type के machine learnings हैं. Yes, no? Okay. Uh, there are many other ways of learning. जैसे reinforcement learning भी है, जो समय के साथ सीखते हैं. Reinforcement learning मतलब learning from examples. Something happens, it learns from, oh, एक बार गलती कर दी, अब दूसरी बार नहीं करनी. That is also there. Machines also have that adaptive learning. Wherein it is a reinforcement learning, it learns with examples. कुछ ना कुछ with the time. Okay, it was discussed by us. Lovely, great. So I might not have to focus again on that. Fine. So I'd rather show you one nice video on the same. Okay, I want to play this resilient robot. Hold on. I have this beautiful video to show you. It's there on YouTube, and I'll be just playing it. Give me a moment. Uh,
The main goal for this project was to try and build a robot that was able to diagnose or figure out when it had been damaged.
I hope the audio you can listen. I've made arrangements that you'll be able to listen to the audio. So don't worry. You know, yes, perfect. So audio sunega aapko. So we have some solutions, tech-based solutions.
How it had been damaged and to recover from that damage. So this work grew out of a NASA pilot project where they were interested in seeing whether we could prototype planetary rovers, where if we sent these robots up to, for example, the surface of Mars, and there was a rough landing, perhaps something would break. A leg might break off or a wheel might break off. Could the robot on its own diagnose what had gone wrong? So in this experiment, we were actually telling the robot how many parts it was made up of, these 9 parts. So the main body, the 4 upper legs, and the 4 lower legs, but the robot doesn't know how those parts are put together. So the robot, for example, could be a snake made up of 9 parts put together linearly, or it could be made up of 2 legs or 6 legs. So the robot doesn't actually know that it's a 4-legged creature. That's something that the robot initially finds out on its own. So it's thinking, if I were a snake put together of 8 of these pieces, how would I move? Well, that movement doesn't seem to match my experiences from the real world, so I'm probably not a snake. Let me try acting like a 6-legged animal or acting like a 4-legged animal. We're assuming that if we have a broken robot that's on the surface of another planet, we don't want it performing hundreds or thousands of actions. We want it to be very careful about the actions that it performs. So we set up this experiment. So this robot has a budget of 16 actions. There's only 16 exploratory actions that it can use in order to figure out its own body. And then after it's performed those 16 motions, whatever model it has of itself at that point, that model that the robot uses to then rehearse or try out new gaits internally. So the gait that you see here, this is what the robot came up with after performing 16 exploratory actions. And after those 16 exploratory actions, then it came up with this gait and tried it out on its own. So this is a gait that the robot comes up with, and it's not something that we've programmed. And then when it's damaged, it starts with a model of itself. So it starts with a description of its own body that it's generated, and then tries to change that model to better reflect new situation. So for example, that it's now made up of 8 parts instead of 9. So after Victor removed the leg, as you saw, now the robot is replaying one of the gaits that it came up with after performing again another 16 exploratory actions to figure out how it had been damaged. And in that case, the robot actually did successfully diagnose that this particular motor was missing and came up with that gait that you just saw again on its own. So there's various directions that we could take with this robot. The first one is, in this particular case, this robot only has 2 sensors to sense how it's moving, how it tilts to the left and right, and how it tilts forward and backward. So another conceptual direction is, what are the different kinds of sensors we could put on this robot for example, not only figuring out how it's put together, but what is the surface like that it's moving over? So we could have friction sensors. So the next step would be that we don't tell the robot how many parts it's made up of at all, and it actually constructs from scratch a description of itself. So in the larger picture of robotics, I think this is interesting because there's sort of 2 camps in robotics. One in which the researcher assumes or builds a model for the robot, and then the robot can use that model. But again, there, the experimenter has to build the model by hand. Then there's another camp that's looking at trying to generate behaviors for robots using no model at all. So this is sort of a third way, if you like, where we enable the robot to build a model for itself if it feels that a model is necessary.
Okay, that's it. So I hope you're able to understand. And now this example which was been given, okay, that example was to show you a robot which is having, which is not knowing how it has been built. Okay, robot को खुद भी नहीं पता कि वो कैसे बना हुआ है. And what's happening in this scenario is, okay, when the robot doesn't know how it is built and how it's going to function, it is trying its multiple ways and trying to find out whichever is the best possible solution and uses that best possible solution to work. Okay, so it could be a six-legged robot, it could be four or three-legged, and when this particular robot goes to space exploration, especially that's what they have made it for. So what happens in this scenario when it goes to the space exploration? A lot of parts are damaged by the time these robots reaches there. And what happens there when these parts are being damaged? It tries to work with the remaining parts. मतलब उसको 6 लेग के हिसाब से भेजा गया है तो it will try to figure out I'm a 6 legged animal and it will try to work on that. And my अगर मान लो कि उसका एक लेग डैमेज हो जाता है, it will work on 5 और एक और डैमेज हो जाता है, it will work on 3. So in given situations, it tries to adapt. So this is one of the again a beautiful example of unsupervised learning. इसको हम unsupervised learning बोलेंगे. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that small little video because during my masters, I remember I have done a small little research and a small little research paper on the same. So this was this experiment was done by Cornell University's Professor Hood Lipson. Okay, where he built this particular robot based on the unsupervised learning. Okay, somebody is writing. So in unsupervised learning, first it will crash on dynamic input, not known, and then learn subsequently. Not always crash. देखो चार पैर है, अब उसको खड़ा करने के लिए चारों पे एक इक्वल अमाउंट ऑफ प्रेशर देना है और खड़े होना है, ठीक है। अब रोबोट क्या करेगा, उसके पॉसिबिलिटीज ट्राई करेगा, जैसे उन्होंने बताया वो हियर दे हैव 16 पॉसिबिलिटीज गिवन बिकॉज इट्स अ फोर लेग, सो इट विल ट्राई ऑल द पॉसिबिलिटीज कि एक लेग को ऊपर किया, एक को नीचे किया, चारों की चारों लेग को ऊपर किया, चारों की चारों लेग्स को नीचे किया। ऐसे मल्टीपल पॉसिबिलिटीज में से कोई एक ऐसी पॉसिबिलिटी होगी जिससे वो खड़ा रह सकता है, तो खड़ा हो गया, ग्रेट, नाउ आई कैन, then there'll be another possibility how to walk. So it will try like a small baby. Okay, it will try multiple possibilities of whichever fits the best to achieve the goal would be accepted. Okay, screen is blank. Yes, it is blank because I have turned it off. Uh, I'll turn it on again. So now let me go further on the supervised learning example. Just a moment, please. Let me set up my screen. Okay. So can you see the screen now? So I hope you learned about, you got an idea about the unsupervised example of a robot. Any doubts in here till now so that I can go further? All right. Any doubts in here? Any questions? All right. I can go ahead. So interacting with the environment, another application, a core application of AI, wherein it interacts with the given environment and it understands the behavior and then it works accordingly. So uh, is unsupervised and reinforcement learning same? No, it's not same. There is a difference. Unsupervised learning and reinforcement learning is set of examples and with the set of mostly done knowledge, while in unsupervised it could be dynamic. मतलब उसको पता ही नहीं है. There is something which is new which is going to come. While in reinforcement there are still chances that some, the inputs which are there again derived from some previous learning. That's right. So the unsupervised is more dynamic situation. But yes, in learning machines or in machine learning rather, it's not always only one method is used. A combination of all the methods is being used so that a machine can work better. So there is a part of supervised learning in certain scenarios जहाँ पर inputs दे के रखे जाते हैं, and after that it is unsupervised where it is gathering inputs, and also there is reinforcement learning with all what the machine has previously done, or a certain set of examples which are there, it learns better and improves better. So it does its own analysis of an environment and get different outcomes. So to explain you, we have generally to our students we explain uh, environment based में learn करने के हिसाब से there is a Wumpus world problem which we always discuss. So I'll just tell you in short what is this Wumpus world problem. That will also make you realize from this interacting with environment example. Okay, somebody's written reinforcement means learning from the past mistakes. Yeah, I don't call it mistakes. I'll try to call it as example. हम उस example बोलेंगे. Mistake thing, example है, एक trial थी. I always speak positive, so I don't use that word mistake. Okay. So interacting with environment, a Wumpus world problem is another problem to discuss as a part of application in AI. I'll give you an example of that. It is a game. Wumpus world is a small little game where Wumpus is a creature. It's a horrifying creature who will eat up whatever comes to. So this creature stays somewhere in a den. Okay, किसी एक अंदर से गुफा में कोई एक creature रहता है, and it has a lot of gold. So now the entire environment is of a forest, wherein your task as a player is to enter that forest, where go to near that bumpus, that creature, bring in the gold, run and come back. What happens here is you don't know the environment how it is. You don't know there could be dungeons, there could be different creatures eating you up. There could be a lot of animals coming. So it's a game environment. जहाँ पर कुछ अलग-अलग हरकतें हो रही हैं. And now you don't know. So how you will act there? You will act there as a person entering. With every scenario, you will keep on learning. बेस्ट एग्जांपल बुम्पुस वर्ल्ड का अडॉप्ट किया होगा तो आमिर खान ने अडॉप्ट किया होगा पीके के अंदर आई ऑलवेज सी कि जहाँ पर ही comes in with certain set of supervised knowledge, and then after coming to the planet Earth he sees some unsupervised outcome, something happening different, and then he also have a reinforcement learning where he learns from certain set of mistakes. So, beautiful example of machine learning, you can say. If the machine would have been similar to PK, that Amir Khan, who is the okay. So I hope this. I'll go further ahead. Amir Khan, पता ही होगा सबको. Uh, Going further ahead, we're going to discuss another application, okay, which is our favorite OK Google. So I'm sure आपने ये वीडियो देखा होगा बहुत बार शायद से, और नहीं भी देखा हो तो I'm going to play this for you so that it becomes a little fun.
The progress with us. And as I said earlier, our vision for our system is to help you get things done. It turns out,
I hope you know this guy. Of course, yes, there is no question, but still.
a big part of getting things done is making a phone call. You may want to get an oil change schedule, you call a plumber in the middle of the week, or even schedule a haircut appointment. We are working hard to help users through those moments. We want to connect users to businesses in a good way. Businesses actually rely a lot on this, but even in the US, 60% of small businesses don't have an online booking system set up. We think AI can help with this problem. So let's go back to this example. Let's say you want to ask Google to make you a haircut appointment on Tuesday between 10 and noon. What happens
is the Google Assistant makes the calls seamlessly in the background for you. So what you're going to hear is the Google Assistant actually calling a real salon to schedule the appointment for you. Let's listen.
Hi, I'm calling to book a women's haircut for a client. I'm looking for something on May 3rd. Sure, give me 1 second. Sure, what time are you looking for around? At 12 p.m. We do not have a 12 p.m. available. The closest we have to that is a 1:15. Do you have anything between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m.? Depending on what service she would like. What service is she looking for? Just a woman's haircut for now? Okay, we have it 10 o'clock. 10 a.m. is fine. Okay, what's your first name? The first name is Lisa. Okay, perfect. So I will see Lisa at 10 o'clock on May 3rd. Okay, great. Thanks, great. Have a great day. Bye.
That was a real call you just heard. The amazing thing is the assistant can actually understand the nuances of conversation. We've been working on this technology for many years. It's called Google Duplex. It brings together all our investments over the years in natural language understanding, deep learning, text-to-speech. By the way, when we are done, the assistant can give you a confirmation notification saying your appointment has been taken care of. Let me give you another example. Let's say you want to call a restaurant, but maybe it's a small restaurant which is not easily available to book online. The call actually goes a bit differently than expected. So take a listen.
How may I help you?
Hi, I'd like to go to the table for Wednesday the 2nd.
For 7 people?
It's for 4 people.
4 people when? Today, tonight?
Wednesday, 6 p.m.
Oh, actually, we need to for like after like 5 people. For people, you can come.
How long is the wait usually to be seated?
When tomorrow or weekday or?
For next Wednesday, the 7th.
Oh no, it's not too busy. You can come for 4 people, okay?
Oh, I got you. Thanks.
Bye.
Again, that was a real call. We have many of these examples where the calls quite don't go as expected, but the assistant understands the context, the nuance. It knew.
All right. So this was just a small video to show you. Maybe you might have already seen it, but still, just to give you an idea about the same. So I hope we all know about this technology, and most of us might have seen. Did you enjoy this video? Any questions in what's happening in this? Okay, you enjoyed. Good. Any questions? What's happening in there in this part? Okay, 100% enjoy. Okay, so uh, amazing days are yet to come. Adapting to environment, doing call like normal human. Hmm. But how it knows when we are free. You've already told your assistant to book an appointment for you for a particular time period. So it has already at the background it has already questioned you. So this exactly happens that like for example you are telling your mother or your father or maybe your sister or somebody at home to book an appointment for you. So वो आपको already पूछ के रखेंगे भाई कितने बजे जाना है तुझे लाइक ये टाइम पे जाना है अच्छा ठीक है थोड़ा लेट और ज्यादा चलेगा क्या ओके so primary questions are already asked. What kind of machine learning is being implemented in this example? I would say फर्स्ट सुपरवाइज लर्निंग, क्योंकि जहाँ पर मशीन ने आपसे ऑलरेडी पूछ लिया है. देन इट इज अनसुपरवाइज बिकॉज क्वेश्चन सामने से क्या आएंगे मशीन को नहीं पता, अकॉर्डिंगली एक्ट करना है. एंड उसके पॉसिबल जो आउटकम्स है इट स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन दैट. सो इट्स अ कॉम्बिनेशन. And they actually call it as a deep learning. They don't call it as a machine learning. How AI understands language accents, and it is also based on the past data set used for training. Yeah, AI. Uh, Now, language, understanding the language is a speech recognition process, okay, which is not only AI, it is one of the part of AI, like computer vision and speech recognition. These are the two primary part of AI, wherein it receives inputs and gives back the output. The IO services as the most prominent ones. So what happens here in speech recognition? Whatever you speak, each and every word is broken down into small piece of chunks, and then these piece of chunks are later analyzed. Okay, so uh, I can't take you to entire speech recognition right now, but try to understand जो भी आपने words बोले उसको छोटे छोटे टुकड़े में divide करके और फिर उसका मतलब निकाला जाता है. कई बार आपकी accent different होगी definitely, so it has possibility to understand different set of accents, wherein it'll have certain set of accents inbuilt out of which it is trying to understand, and possibly there could be that it has certain types of accents which are not there, but still whichever is the closest one it tries to figure out. इसलिए कभी कभी क्या होता है, when our accent is different, we find the words which are closest to that and not exactly that those ones. Okay, and again with time it learns. शायद ओके गूगल आज से 2 साल पहले इतना एक्यूरेट नहीं था जितना आज है, because it is learning. The database is getting increased. The more you speak, the more you talk. That is the reason Google has put those banners and asked people to use OK Google. क्योंकि जितना ज्यादा आप सर्च यूज करोगे, जितना ज्यादा OK Google को यूज करोगे, उतने ज्यादा उनको inputs मिलेंगे to understand the natural language and give outcomes. तो अभी देखो, अभी it's much accurate than fitness. So it works with that. Okay, how is AI intelligence useful for CA in practice? For CA in practice, how AI is going to be useful, I can't comment directly on that because for that I need to understand what all the tasks CA is doing. So that coming to that, to make you understand, not just for CA, but there'll be a lot of tasks which as a human you'll be doing manually and you want to automate that to make your life simple. Like for example, a CA would also might want to book an appointment somewhere, or CA might also want to get the work done. Maybe if you have a building that one entire day your office is built in that that if you want a printout, you might not have to call for a person. You might just have to say, just print the particular Word document which is there in my XYZ folder, and you just see the printout is ready. Could be possible. So yet a lot of things are yet to be implemented. For you, maximum I would say your implementation could be in understanding the data which you have, okay, your client data for that matter. So maybe for now you might have a bank statement of 50, 60, but what if there are clients who've got statements of maybe 500 pages, and you need to analyze and give them some itemized outcome that your client needs to cut down on the food expenses. Now, this exactly happens. There is an app known as Cred. I don't know whether you've been using it. It's an AI powered app. Even I use that wonderful app. Now, what happens in this particular application, Cred, you pay your credit card bill using Cred, and it fetches all the detail of itemized detail of your credit card statement, and it will tell you that you'll spend an X percentage of amount on food, X percentage of amount on travel, X percentage of amount on something else, something else, something else. So that it will, and also tell you when you've spent so much on somewhere and you want to hold on to that, आपने बहुत सारा expenses कहीं wrong जगह कर दिया है, अगर उसको लगता है, we give you suggestions, you might want to cut down that. So all this can be possible for a company is when you have a record of a company, okay, you can have an understanding from that record where the company is spending. The company ने अपना खर्चा travel पे कितना किया, you can always guide a company. Say, see, I could see that your X percentage amount of money is going in travel, X percentage of money is going in salaries, X percentage is going somewhere else. So अगर मान लो उनके इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल पे unnecessary spend हो रहा है and you have that itemized outcome, you can always suggest. So how, whether you do it or not, but the machine can, and algorithms can. If your entire system is programmed, that system can. So there are endless possibilities. Whether you can tell me, okay, there's somebody's written, even it alert on the hidden credit card charges. Yeah, it does. So see how wonderful. Data analysis. Yes, in data analysis, definitely. We'll be discussing more on data analysis further, wherein we'll discuss certain dashboards and how data has been analyzed. So yes, that is one of the wonderful applications. Okay. Another implementation is chatbot. Somebody mentioned, and I am going to show you IBM Watson example to make you understand what is IBM Watson and how that chatbot works. So IBM has been working lately on creating a wonderful chatbot, or if you just don't call it as a chatbot, it's a business solution for them when they say. So it's like an entire customer support system which talks on behalf of you and handle the queries and work. So I've got a small little video to make you understand how this Watson works. Yeah, RPA, Watson is much more than RPA. Robotic process automation is there, but it's much more than an RPA. So I'm going to play us another small little video on IBM Watson. This is another application of AI. Please check it out.
AI is changing the way the world works, making business faster, smarter, and more secure. At IBM, we're helping companies put AI to work at scale, giving them an unparalleled business advantage. With Watson, businesses are personalizing customer experiences, streamlining processes, minimizing risk, and sparking innovation. With Watson, engineers are keeping millions of elevators moving, predicting when they will break down, and proactively fixing them. With Watson, banks are deploying virtual agents trained on thousands of customer inquiries, helping them provide expert service to millions of customers 60% faster. With Watson, a range of industries from healthcare to automotive to telecom to education are working faster and transforming workflows. Businesses everywhere are building their future with Watson. Watson is an artificial intelligence system. Artificial intelligence is what gives machines the power to learn, adapt to new inputs, and make better decisions. Machine learning, a subset of AI, uses computer algorithms to analyze data and make intelligent decisions based on what it's learned. It's how streaming sites recommend new music by comparing what one listener likes to others with similar tastes. Watson uses a sophisticated machine learning technique called deep learning. Deep learning layers algorithms to create an artificial neural network. It can continuously learn on the job, determining whether decisions were correct, constantly improving the quality and accuracy of results. This is what enables it to learn from unstructured data, such as photos, videos, and audio files. Meaning Watson can tell an insurance company exactly how a car has been damaged in a crash, by discerning the make and model before comparing images of an undamaged car to the damaged one, even getting as detailed as a broken exhaust. Deep learning is also what enables Watson's natural language understanding capabilities, allowing it to learn by deconstructing sentences and analyzing and identifying the concepts and relations of those sentences. Once it understands how everything fits together, it can work out the context and intent of what's being conveyed. But your AI also needs to understand the specific language and terminology of your industry. With traditional AI models, this would require lots of additional data and computing power, taking weeks or months. With Watson, however, it can be done quickly and simply, thanks to a technique called transfer learning. Transfer learning is learning how to learn. It's what enables Watson to learn more from less. So it doesn't need to be trained from scratch. It can be fed prior knowledge to speed things up. Let's take the case of a home insurance company to demonstrate how Watson's transfer learning is a three-layered AI model. The bottom layer is made up of out-of-the-box general knowledge, like Wikipedia for AI. This layer tells Watson what a house is, or a tornado. The middle layer is prepackaged with knowledge tailored to specific industries. So for insurance, it's how Watson understands terms like coverage or beneficiaries. The top layer is where the customer-specific learning takes place, personalizing Watson to the company's unique business needs. Fed with their data and know-how, the model can understand the company's specific risk attributes and behavioral policy pricing models. Transfer learning is a key part of how Watson is already accelerating claims processing by 25%, dramatically cutting operating costs. Transfer learning makes Watson the best AI for your enterprise. It allows it to learn faster from smaller sets of data, while also protecting your data and insights. Watson is designed to ensure data only flows from the bottom to the top, so you can make the most of the shared knowledge in the bottom two layers, while retaining ownership of your top layer. Most companies' AI systems use your data to build their general machine learning models, allowing all their users to benefit from that collective knowledge. Watson's three-layer model ensures your data remains your data. Watson helps your teams and business work smarter.
All right. So that was a bit of Watson. I am holding it here because that's fair enough. So again, Watson is another application. It's not just limited to the chatbot, but it is a complete business solution for your work. Okay, wherein it calculates a lot more than you think, and it does the task what more than what you even think about. Another example is Alexa, which is a virtual assistant. I don't even need to tell you much about it. Okay, that is something which is most of us has encountered. Maybe we've seen Alexa at our home itself, and maybe we've seen in our different stores such as Chroma and all. So most of us have encountered Alexa. So I won't be saying much on it. Here, I would like to now, ask you that if you have any set of questions, so you can ask me. So we'll be concluding the session in a while. So before we conclude, if any questions so far, or anything you want to know more. Any questions so far? Okay, there are a few people who are typing. I'll wait. Can you suggest some simple learning watching and which helps us in further understanding? Okay, I will. I will suggest you. I'll be sending the PPTs as well. Uh, we will be able to design any project. Yes, hi Saurabh, can you share the contact details? Okay, you can always take my details from Shweta ma'am, and I need to am added to this group, so I am there in the group. Uh, with respect to CA fraternity, blockchain technique, is it AI? Blockchain is different. It's not a, the AI can be implemented in blockchain, but blockchain is a different technology altogether. It's different. It has a part of AI. Like you can say, like AI can be implemented in blockchain. You can automate a lot of stuff there. Can you suggest some applications which can use in day-to-day life to make our life easier as a CA? There could be a lot of applications like if you have a Google phone, then use all the possible applications of Google. If you can be a little more specific on what you're looking for, then I can help you, ma'am. Uh, it's a network basically. Yeah, you will understand blockchain is not just a network. There is much more to it. How it can be used in payment remittances. Okay, this is a question for blockchain or for AI. AI, how it can be used for payment remittances. So when you need to take a payment from somebody, yeah, probably we can set up a reminder. Uh, for that, bankings are doing like they are. You get a reminder to pay for your credit card bills or any bills. So still, that's not completely it, just a process automation actually. So for smart contracts execution, can we use AI? What kind of contracts, sir? I didn't get this. Is there any use of AI in pleadings? I again need to know what are pleadings because I can help you develop a system wherein you are using it. That can be possible. I definitely have that much bandwidth to help you in creating your system. PDM also has its reminders. That's again RPA, not even AI. Saying phone in computers while working at an office for CA applications. In phone, all your Google applications, like all whatever you are, they are AI powered. You can use them. So doesn't matter whether it is having AI or not. If it makes your work easier. So while working at office, especially Google Calendar is there, which can have a lot of. You can set up goals in Calendar. You can do that. Use that. Legal pleadings. Prathamesh, sir. Parmesh, sir. Legal pleadings, no idea, sir. What exactly your question is? Can AI and blockchain be linked? Yes. I received one email where a person with the help of AI technique help our organization to book expenses and control or plan remittances, that is account payable. Okay, that's this process automation. That's not purely AI. See, in world ना AI के नाम से कुछ भी बेचते हैं लोग. Sorry to say, but that's fact. That's process automation. What you are saying, sir. Uh, can we be able to develop AI and understand a client future growth in business? Yes, we can develop. We can implement AI into our systems. Possible. Smart contracts are embedded in blockchain, which have AI embedded decision making. Decision support system. Yes, there is. Virtual reality uses AI, yes, to create the virtual imaging. Can AI be used in downloading data from the site and feeding it to Excel sheets? Oh, sir, that's macro what you're talking about. इसमें AI कुछ नहीं है. अगर आपको Excel sheet में site से data लेना है तो use macro. Excel का feature है macro, very old feature. Do you have a list of AI machines in our days-to-day life already available around us? Okay, I can give you the list. You can use them. There are a lot of AI products available in the market. Can AI be used in image manipulation applications? Yes, I think image morphing. Ashish sir might have spoken to you about the image morphing. So yes, as a CA, we can do analysis. So some apps can help us using some statistical methods to extract data and help us in analysis them. Yes, definitely. So we'll be discussing on those as well. Especially Asif sir will be giving you broad idea on those methods which you can use using certain set of softwares, and they can help you. It's possible. We'll discuss on that. So anything more? Something more is coming up. So others, if I think we are concluding the session. So if people don't have questions, they can probably leave. That's fine, no problem. Because I can already see attendees going. It's gonna be 8:30 in 8 minutes. Is idea software is an AI which we use in audits. It's a software, sir. If they are using AI power in certain possibilities, yes, possible. Because I don't know, nor you know what the developers have used behind. It could be AI or it could not be AI. Huh. So for banking clients, can we build AI to understand spending patterns? Yes, definitely, there are possible. So is the email I received is like our invoice anywhere solution utilizes smart art, extensive proprietary OCR and machine learning technology. ओके तो ठीक है वो मेल मार्केटिंग मेल है सर उसमें बहुत कुछ लिखा है बट एक्चुअल क्या दे रहे हैं आई हैव नो आइडिया डू यू हैव अ मशीन एआई मशीन्स इन आवर डे टू डे लाइफ यू कैन यूज एलेक्सा अगर आपको मशीन चाहिए ऐसा डे टू डे लाइफ के लिए एलेक्सा है गूगल का डॉट है यू कैन यूज दैट्स लवली ओके uploader is a part of AI that is from Excel directly entered data in the system. Again, it's a process automation uploader. Just a part of AI. So that's it for today. What few more things? Banks, along with the statement they have prepared, circle charts, say where do you have spent money. Yes, yes. That is analysis, data analysis, data science we can call. The text reader, isn't it? OCR, yeah, OCR is a text reader. OCR is a text reader. Okay, that's it. That's it for today. We'll conclude this session. I hope you enjoyed AI applications and understood more about it. Hope I'm able to deliver you as much as possible. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. I'll share the PPT. Yes, I will share the PPT. I'll put it. Don't worry. Any pre-learning for tomorrow's session? No, no pre-learning. Just come with an empty mind and I'll fill it. Yes. Will the recorded session be available later on? That I think you need to check with Shweta ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for